Good morning. Good morning. It is 3:24 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I'm going to share with you again. This is day 3. I should have just made it a series and said, you got to listen to yourself. You have to listen to yourself. Let me back out because I don't want to hit my car or my house in the midst of this. You got to keep a couple things in mind when I say you have to listen to yourself. That don't mean punk out and don't go to the gym. Like, when it comes to your body, your health, your well-being, your legacy, your dynasty, when it has when it has to do with that, there's no room for excuses. There's like, I don't wake up in the morning and my body starts saying, or my mind starts saying, you know what, you've worked out enough, don't go in today. See, because that's not a part of my discipline. So that's in direct conflict. And I know you're probably like wondering, well, what exactly are you asking me to listen to? What I'm asking you to listen to is the things that mean something, not the things that you don't want to do, because nobody wants to do them. Nobody wants to. If I could pick a piece of cake over eating a piece of fruit, then I would love to pick the piece of cake. But we know ultimately that's not good for me. So I'm not talking about those type of decisions. There's decisions that are going to help you and you know it. And then there's decisions where it's like, what direction should I go in? Right? Where's my heart at? What do I believe in? What do I trust? Right? There's those type of things. When you start listening to your heart, you start listening to your mind, you start listening to what it is that you want out of life, you get to a point where you can still have all the abundance of the world. You can still have all the wealth. You can still have all those things. What I'm asking you to do is not forsake or forego those things, but rather be more in touch with the direction that you should go about getting it. That's what I'm saying. You should go in a different direction about how you go about getting it. I don't believe that everybody is created the same, and I don't believe everybody's paths are going to be the same. You could have two individuals in the same line of work, two individuals, two kids, a wife, a house, a car, same situations, all lined up equally, but yet their paths in life take a completely different turn for one reason or another, and you get a different result. Well, if you listen to yourself, it's an internal map that's been built into you. It was hardwired into you from the creation of you. I know you're probably like, what does that mean? It means that if you have that feeling that this job ain't right for you, quit. But don't do it unless you know you're fully in tune with the second voice that's talking to you and telling you what you should be doing. I can get into relationships and I can do all that, but that's besides the point. Relationships are something of the heart. People ain't ever going to listen to the advice on that unless a brick falls on their head. I woke up this morning and I always have these. I'm really in a good mood and a good spirit, and I'm sitting there and I'm getting ready and I'm shaving and I'm putting my lotion on. I'm doing all that stuff, and I say, what do I want to do today? What do I want to do today? What do I feel like doing today? Right? What can I do today that will make a difference? That will make me happy? And all the things that I didn't want to do started coming to my mind. So I knew what I wasn't going to do. And then all the things that I wanted to do. were flashing before me as well. I don't think what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do were any less easier. I think they just agreed with my ultimate destiny in life. And that's the thing you got to be faithful to. The path that's going to take you down to your ultimate destiny. Because the end game to all this life is death. And I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget one of my moms, because I got like 3 moms. I got my paternal mom, my real mom, my whatever. But I'll never forget her telling me about a story of this old man who was in this care facility, and he would just cry every day. He would just cry every day. And she didn't know why he was crying, but it always stuck with me. Why would you be old just sitting there crying? And then it dawned on me when I started becoming enlightened. Oh, it's regret. You're fearing death because you didn't live. And now your body has deteriorated so much that your mind can still see what you should have done, but your body can't react to it. That is so crazy. I don't remember what football. It might have been Ray Lewis. It might have been Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis started talking about when he knew it was time to retire. He says, man, he says there's a time in football when you can see the play happening. You can see it. You already know the corner and the wide receiver are going to collide at point A on the 40-yard line mid-hash, and you can get to the play. He said, but when your body, what did he say? He said that when your mind can see it, but your body can't physically get to it anymore, that's when it's over. Don't get to that point in your life where you can mentally see it, but your body's no longer there to physically get you to it. Because I just have a real strong feeling everything that stopped you from achieving what you wanted, everything that stopped you from achieving what you wanted in your teens and your 20s and your 30s and your 40s and your 50s and your 60s, I got a feeling that regret is going to make those things look like a walk in the park. Because those things, you had a choice. You had a physical body. You had a sane mind to go into action. That regret means that you have a mind that can think about what you want, but a body that's not in cooperation. If you listen, just listen to that voice. If you listen to that voice and trust me, I'm not perfect. I am still working on it. But if anybody has had a lot of isolation time, it's been me. So I completely get it. But I also know it can't be no regret at the end of the day. At the end of this, it can't be no regret. I have to say I did it all. I laid it all on the line. I put it all out there. I wasn't no sucker. I did it. I came, I saw, I conquered. And let it be at that. No regret.